Welcome back again. This is Scott Schrum with the Schrum Agency and Farmers Insurance of Ephrata with another installment for you. We previously talked about return on investment, and we're going to continue that conversation, but we're going to do some more heavy lifting on that. We're going to do a lot of math work with this. So what's important to me is how much my average customer spends. So for a restaurant, it's how much does the average customer spend on a meal? And a retail place, how much does the average customer spend on a trip there? The restaurants and the retail places are very easy calculated. They have usually fancy computer systems or a point of sale that they can see the receipts for each meal or person that visited their store. So for us, we do a little bit more heavy lifting and calculation. We're going to look into the premiums and what's my return on that. So now we're going to get into the math here. So I want to know how much my average customer spends. Very easy for some of the businesses, just like mine. So I know my average customer spends $350 on an auto insurance policy. It could be $1,000, could be $100, on average $350. I know that on average, my customers have 1.5 autos, which equals $525. Now I'm going to annualize this. This is every 6 months. We have 6 months auto policies. Probably a lot of you are familiar with that. So annualizing it, let's times it by 2. I get $1,050. All right. Now, how much money do I make on it? Typical, what I make on this profit-wise, and this is where it might come in different for the retails or restaurants, what your investment is in each thing. I know that I get about 10%. So it times this by 0.1. And this gets me to $105 per auto. Now, also, some of my customers have home or property insurance. I know for property, my average price for property is $450. This is an annualized policy. Most of my customers, on average, about half of them have a property. Times 0.5, $225. Now, once again, we make about 10% on this. $22.50. So I'm going to add these two numbers together. So on average, we make $127.50 per customer. Now, well, we do have repeat business. So in a restaurant, might be they come back time and time again. They come back once a month, once a week, once a year. At a retail shop, they may come back more often. So in the insurance business, they do hopefully come back. So this is my annualized, this is my first year, what I made on that customer. Now the best thing to do is, what am I going to make over the next 5 years? I don't want to just think about what I make that year on that customer. I want to know what I make the next 5 years. So this is the first year. Second year, typically insurance business, I'm going to lose about 60 to 65%. So let's go 65%. So second year, I'm just going to times this number by 0.65. 127.5 times 0.65. I got to use a calculator for this. I'm at $82.87.5. Third year, now I get better. Because now we're past that honeymoon phase. A lot of people leave us in the first year. So the third year, it's going to go from 65% to 80%. Now they're starting to like us. So times this previous number by 0.8, 66.3. Fourth year, now I'm getting really good. Now we're going to be at 85%. They're coming back and they keep coming back. 56.35. And I'm going to go one more year out. I only do 5 years because if you are ever to sell my business, the projections, we go 5 years worth of profit. So in the fifth year, 90%. 50.72. Now I'm going to add all these numbers together. And this is now my average per customer because they keep coming back. You just don't want to, when you acquire a customer, you just don't want to use that first time what they spend from you acquiring them. So I am at, I'll tilt this down a little bit here, 383.74. This is what I make per customer that we acquire on average. Now to figure out my rate of return, yours is going to be different. What did I spend on advertising for that customer? And then you can figure out what your rate of return is. Maybe we'll do that another day. Thank you for tuning in. This is Scott Shrum with the Scott Shrum Agency here and Farmers Insurance of Ephrata. I hope you have a great day.